is up, everyone? Welcome to the live stream. Happy Tuesday. How's everyone doing? It's 3:15 p.m. for me. We have Alex here. Hey, Alex. We got RJ here. Let's talk some Scream. Went to the dentist today and had a great appointment. Happy to hear that. I hate the dentist, but glad it went well for you. We have Ryan here. Just got back from beach vacation. Nice. We got Chris here. We have Barry here. Hey, Barry. Thanks for popping in. Hey, Melissa. Hey, SMF. It is also 3:15 for Chris. Nice. Yeah, just popping on here for a mid-afternoon stream. Figured we can talk some theories. Maybe some Scream 7 rumors, because there's nothing but rumors these days. We can also talk some other horror if you guys want to get into that. Last night I watched The Evil Dead. And I hadn't seen it in a very long time. I saw bits and pieces of it when I was younger, but it was kind of like a first-time watch for me. And I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. There actually were a few parts that were kind of scary. SMF says, I really want Stu and Jill to be in Scream 7. Well, I'm with you. Definitely want Stu back, and I think he will be back. Jill is a different story. I would love to see her back, but I just don't think it's going to happen, unfortunately. I feel like I've said before in my streams, like some people already have a hard enough time wrapping their head around Stu coming back. So the creators might think that bringing back a second Ghostface might be a little bit too much. But I would love to have Jill back also. We got Zork here. Welcome. Thanks for moderating. I appreciate you. Yes, Barry, I watched the original last night. The rest of the franchise I have not seen. So, as we enter spooky season right now, there's a lot of horror movies that I need to see that I have not seen yet. So yeah, I definitely want to see like the latest one that came out. So that's why I'm watching the whole franchise. Chris says, I have a theory about Stu and William Afton. They're both the same because Stu said, I'll be right back. And William says, I always come back. Yeah, there are some similarities there. I noticed that. I thought I had the same thought as you. Also, there's like the knife swipe. He does the knife swipe in Five Nights at Freddy's, which I thought was pretty cool. We got Paula here. Hey, Paula. SMF says, do you think that all the killers in Scream, except from the OGs and Roman, are part of the Stu cult? Not really, no. I just think Stu's cult is a bunch of new people that we've never met before, like probably a bunch of young people. You guys know, I think Richie and Amber from Scream 5 were a part of the cult, as well as Jason and Greg from Scream 6. I think they all met on that message board that Amber mentions in Scream 5. So I do think that is where Stu is recruiting people for his cult. So no, I don't really think any of the past killers that we already know of are a part of his cult, even though I do think that that would be cool. Like I said, you know, imagine Jill was a part of his cult. I would love that. I just don't think it's going to happen, unfortunately. SMF's birthday is in the spooky month. Nice. It's a good time to have a birthday. My birthday is in the summertime in June, and I hate the summertime. So I wish it was in October. Jake says, seeing Lillard in Five Nights at Freddy's made me think that he will be in Scream 7. Seeing an actor do well in one franchise means they will also appear in others. I agree with you, Jake. You know, we have this little resurgence of Matthew Lillard going on, so why wouldn't they want him to be in Scream 7? You know, people are going to tune in for him. So I agree. I think it's a good sign that he is in this other popular franchise. Also, something else we've talked about on previous streams is the filming of both movies. So we know that Scream 7 has been delayed until December. And Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is filming this fall. So his scheduling can work out. And I have a strong feeling that Scream 7's filming was delayed for him to like work out his schedule, because you know he's going to play a pretty big role in both movies, and it might be a little difficult to do both at the same time. So I think it is a great sign that Scream 7 filming has been delayed. Dylan says, I wonder if there will be a Scream 8. I definitely think there will be. You know, as long as these movies keep making money, I think they're going to keep making them. And there are rumors that that Scream 7 is gonna be the start of a new trilogy. Don't know how true it is. It's just a rumor, but if it's true, then you know, we might be looking at Scream 9 as well. So I guess we'll see. The Guinness Book of World Records should record Scream 7 as the movie with the most rumors ever. Yeah, it's unbelievable the amount of rumors that are going around. I am honestly getting so sick of it. Like, every time I go on Twitter, it's just rumor after rumor. And I really haven't done any videos on it because it's just nothing but rumors that starts from like a random person online, and then it catches on like wildfire and people just run with it. So, you know, I don't want to report on anything until we have something official. Occasionally, I will make videos about the rumors if I find them kind of interesting or whatever. But yeah, I haven't made a video on Scream 7 news in a while because there's just nothing there's just nothing new. But you know, filming is going to start rather soon, a few months. So hopefully we start getting some cast updates soon. This is a good point, SMF. You said Nancy said that she found Mickey on a website, which could mean Stu's cult, but I don't know about that. Yeah, I have done videos on this before. Like, it is interesting that she found Mickey online back then in 1997. And, you know, back then it was the plan for Stu to come back in Scream 3. So who knows if that was kind of like setting things up. I don't know. It could just be like a coincidence. But yeah, imagine that kind of was Stu's cult back then. Barry says, just look at Kincaid, Patrick Dempsey. He was great in Thanksgiving, and now he's back for Scream 7. Exactly. And both are from Spyglass, so. Emerald says, if Scream 7 is a reboot of Scream 3, will Ghostface use AI voices since we're living in advanced tech now? It's definitely a possibility. I have thought about that. Yeah, it would be cool, and it would kind of be a cool callback to Scream 3. Because, these new movies are mirroring the originals in a lot of ways, so I do expect 7 to have a lot of similarities to Scream 3. So, yeah, what if we get some kind of a voice changer back? That would be cool. Hopefully my microphone is working, you guys, by the way. Yesterday it was giving me issues. Hopefully you guys can hear me well. I got some coffee in my Ghostface mug. I'm so happy because today officially feels like fall. It's chilly out today. It was like 65 degrees. I decorated for fall. I've been waiting to do that because it's just been so hot every day that it's like hard for me to get in the mood for fall. Hey, Scott, I'm glad to hear that. It's good to hear. Daniel says I might be Ghostface for Halloween. Nice. Yeah, last year I was Sydney from the first movie. I've also dressed up as Casey Becker before. Maybe I will do something Scream related for Halloween. If not for actual Halloween, then maybe for like a video on here. I did a video dressed up as Sydney last year, so we will see. Bobby says, in Scream 7, when Sydney kills the killers, I hope Sydney gets killed at the same time and Sydney comes to an end. Then the legacy can live on with Sydney's children. I don't know if they would do that. I've heard many people say that, like, Neve Campbell apparently has in her contracts that she can never die. I don't know if that's true. If it is true, it's kind of a bummer because then you kind of there's really no like stakes or suspense, and you kind of know she's always going to live. But I kind of agree with you. I do think that eventually they should kill her off. Might be controversial, but yeah, I mean, you can only survive so many movies. Prodigy says, I watched your Randy quotes and was so bummed. It's a very simple formula. Everyone's a suspect. Wasn't your number one Randy quote. Sorry to disappoint. It is a good one. I love that one. But the rules scene, Randy's rules scene in the first movie is just my absolute favorite scene. So I had to give that entire scene first place. But the quote you mentioned is a good one. SMF says, in my opinion, I would want Stu to be the killer for the last Scream movie. I get what you're saying. It would be a great like grand finale for the entire franchise, but I do want to see these movies go on. So I don't know. Hey, Eunice. Glad you could join the live stream. I'm way more excited for Scream 7 than 5 and 6 because Kevin Williamson is directing. I am so excited for Scream 7, and I am so pumped that he's directing. It's, for me, it's like the best option, just especially after all the drama that happened with like Melissa being fired, Jenna quitting, and then Christopher Landon quitting. You know, I was excited for Christopher Landon to direct. And when I heard that he quit, I was like, I was just shocked that he would do that, especially because he said it was like a dream project for him. So then I was just kind of worried about the fate of the movie, like who's going to direct. So when they announced that it was going to be Kevin Williamson, I was very happy. As you guys know, he is the creator of Scream. He wrote the original, so I'm just so happy that it's him. Mickey was not shot in the head. He was shot a bunch of times, but we don't see it actually hit him in the head. So there are a lot of people out there who believe he's alive. I don't really believe Mickey's alive, but could it be possible? Yeah, because he was not shot in the head. Hey, Marcus. Thanks for joining the live stream. Thanks, SMF. All right, it looks like my audio is good. Thanks, Eunice. Gail Weathers for Halloween. I could be Gail, maybe. Scott's gonna be Ghostface again for Halloween. I don't have an official robe. I just have these masks behind me, but I don't have the actual robe. I need to get one. Do an Amber Freeman costume for Halloween stream. I don't know. I have to look into it. Amber's not my favorite, but we will see. At Jennifer's house scene in Scream 3, Gail asks Dewey who gets killed third. Jennifer says she does, but near the ending, Jennifer says she's the killer in Stab 3 before being killed by Ghostface. That's because there are multiple versions of the script to prevent, I guess, like leaks. They do say at one point in the movie that there's multiple versions of the script. It's 5:30 in the morning here in Australia. Do you think it's a possibility to do a live stream a little bit later? I don't know. This might be the only one for today, but definitely on another day I can do one a little bit later. I do think I'm going to be streaming every day this week. And I do like to change up the time of day that I do it, just because I know I have people who live all over the place. So yeah, maybe on a different day this week, I can do a later one. I also might be doing a watch party this week. I don't know what movie yet. We've been talking about it on the past live streams, I still need to post that poll to hear from you guys what movie you want to do a watch party for next. Now that we have finished the Scream movies, if you guys have any suggestions, leave them in the chat. I know a lot of you want to do the first Scary Movie, so maybe that will be the next one that we do. Let's see. Sometimes the chat scrolls away from me and I lose where I was. Daniel says, I didn't really like the ending of Scream 6. I loved 5. I have a feeling 7 will be good. Yeah, I have a good feeling about 7. I think it's going to be great, especially since they're taking their time. You know, I don't like when things are rushed, and I do feel like Scream 6 was rushed. You know, it came out a year after Scream 5, and I'm with you. I do prefer Scream 5 over Scream 6. So, yeah, hopefully they give Scream 7 the time and energy that it deserves. Barry's dressing as Corey Cunningham. I like Corey. I know he gets a lot of hate and Halloween Ends gets a lot of hate, but I like it. I thought it was a great movie, and I like the character of Corey Cunningham. I understand why people were really upset. You know, they were expecting a full Michael Myers movie. So I get it, but it was still a good movie. And I have said before, I kind of think they should have swapped kills and ends. Like certain aspects of kills, I think would have worked better in the final movie. Like when the whole town is like ganging up on him. I think that should have been in Halloween Ends. But I don't know. But I like Corey Cunningham. Sucks there isn't any Scream 6 deleted scenes. Is that right? Now that I think about it, yeah, I don't know if there's any Scream 6 deleted scenes. RJ's going to be Chucky for Halloween. Nice. Yes, Alex. I need to get mannequin heads. I was just thinking about this the other day because I was watching a video of someone decorating like their movie room, and they got these mannequin heads from Michael's, like the craft store. So I think I'm going to have to take a trip to Michael's and get some of those for all of my masks and like for some of my Halloween decorations. Sometime today, check out the Scream ambiance. It has a Ghostface picture from 5 and Sydney's house. Interesting. That's funny because I do always like look up on YouTube and display on my TV like fall ambiance or Christmas ambiance, and I never thought to look up Scream, so that's a good idea. Hey Jason, thanks for joining. What are your top 12 favorite Ghostface, least to favorite? I did a video on this. I don't think I'm going to rank all of them right now, but I do have several different Ghostface rankings on my channel if you want to check them out. They're from a while ago. I did it like over a year ago. But I do have a Scream rankings playlist. if you want to check that out. I have a bunch of different Ghostface rankings, based on overall how I feel about them, based on motive alone, based on reveals. Yeah, I have a lot of different rankings, but I'll do top 5 right now. So Stu number 1, then Billy. I like Jill and Charlie. Who would be my 5th? I don't know. Maybe Nancy. I don't know. That's tough. I can't remember what my ranking was a year ago when I did it. Hey, Jamie. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for moderating. I don't think you were here in the stream yesterday, but I did. Yesterday in the stream, I was saying how I figured out my issue that's been going on with this impersonator. And I don't think we're going to have that issue anymore. Anyone here who doesn't know, I've been having this person coming into the live chat, impersonating me and saying crazy things in the chat and like threatening people, and I keep blocking them, and then they make a new account. I've blocked like 12 different accounts impersonating me, but I think I figured out who it was, and I don't think it's going to be an issue anymore. Oh, is this one of your suggestions for the watch parties? Yeah, we definitely are going to do some Chucky movies. Also Friday the 13th. I know you did last summer. Yeah, I guess we should probably do I Know What You Did Last Summer before summer's officially over. So maybe that will be the next one. But I did just watch it like a couple weeks ago. So I don't know. I saw that TikTok of your reaction to the 3 Ghostface killers. Yeah, the killers in 6 are not my favorite. The reveals were kind of disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. Bye, Paula. Enjoy your dinner. Hey, Ghostface. You're new to the channel. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Just wanted to ask, what do you think the next trilogy might be about? Do you think it might be all about the Ghostface cult since it's really requested? Well, I definitely think 7 is going to be about the cult. I don't know if that will continue on into the next movies. It could, like I've said before, I do think Stu's going to come back in 7, but what if he gets away with it at the end of 7 and leads us into Scream 8, which will continue Stu's story and the cult story. Not only have we never had a Ghostface from the past return, but we've also never had one get away with it at the end and like continue into the next movie. So, if they want to do a bunch of new things for Scream 7, that's definitely an option. So, I said earlier, there is a rumor that 7 is going to be the start of a new trilogy. And if that's true, then maybe maybe they won't bring Stu back in 7, and maybe they're going to save it for like 8 or 9. I don't know. I hope not. I hope he comes back in 7, because I do think that this is where 5 and 6 has been leading us. But I don't know. So if they don't want to bring Stu back till 9, then yes, the new trilogy could all be about the cult, but I kind of think they're going to wrap up Stu and the cult in 7. So then like 8 and 9 will kind of move on from it and maybe focus on her daughters, Sydney's daughters. I don't know. Anyone bought the new Funko Pop Ghostface? I have not. Yeah, thanks, Jamie. I so appreciate it. I do think it was that one account that I had as moderator and then was in the chat blocking 20 people for no reason. And then Jamie, you said something like, I'm picky with who I make moderators, and I am also, but that person asked me to be moderator, and I checked out their channel, and they have over 700,000 subscribers. So I was like, okay, I think this person's trustworthy, especially because I thought it was like a mom who vlogs about her children. But then I realized it was the kids it was the kids channel, not the mom's channel. So yeah, everything adds up now. It was definitely them causing issues. I I messaged the mom to let her know. So hopefully she talked to them. Matthew Lillard hinted he will return in Scream 7. Yeah, he's given he's given a lot of hints in the past couple years, but he's kind of quieted down. Like, he's calmed down a little bit where he hasn't been saying much. And I think that's a good sign, because that means he actually is in the works to return, and he can't say anything about it. You know, like, if he's in it, he's not going to keep saying, yeah, guys, I'm coming back. He has to keep it top secret now. If you get a mannequin and a Ghostface robe, you can make Ghostface standing in the back. Yeah, that's like my goal eventually. I want to be able to have Ghostface standing up. Same with Michael Myers and Jason, eventually Freddy Krueger. I would love to be able to do that. Marcus says, if anything, Michael and Laurie's final showdown should have been in Kills at the Myers house where it all began. Enns could have introduced Corey as a copycat in the vein of F13-5 without Michael. What's F13? Am I like spacing out right now? But yeah, I agree. It should have been at the Myers house. Certain aspects of Enns was a little disappointing. But overall, I do think it was a good movie. Oh, Friday the 13th 5. I'm such an idiot. Ranking videos, my favorite. You can do this about anything. I agree. I love a good ranking video. I have a lot of ranking videos on my channel. I just did one for ranking Randy's quotes. And I have a lot of stuff planned for October. A lot of ranking videos for the month of October. Hey, Isaiah. Welcome back. Marcus, no, actually, I don't think it was who you thought it was, my impersonator. I think I figured out who it was, and I don't think, yeah, I don't think it's going to be an issue anymore. Hopefully not. Is Scream 7 going to happen? Yes, it is officially happening. Let's see, the chat scrolled away from me again. Bear with me. yeah, I had to. Like, I put two and two together, and I figured it out. And it's like, I also just wanted to let her know, because, I mean, listen, I guess I don't really know for sure if it was them, but I'm fairly certain it was. And if it was, then they could be causing problems for the mom. And I don't want that for her either. But yeah, I had to. So hopefully she gave them a talking to. I am with you, Isaiah. I am a Stu believer. Let's see, where was I? There's a lot of comments in the chat, trying to get to all of them. Sometimes it scrolls away from me and I lose my place. But if you have a question you want guaranteed a reply from me, you can send it in a super chat. I always appreciate those, but I do try to get to everyone. Why don't you go to the costume store and buy the 25th anniversary Scream costume for Halloween? When I went to Spear Halloween a couple weeks ago, I saw it there and I was tempted to buy it, but I did not. Also, like, the Spear Halloween that I went to wasn't really a big one. It was kind of small and it didn't have everything. So there's another one near me that is going to open in 5 days. It's still not open yet. So I plan on taking another trip to Spirit Halloween. Hey, Percy, thanks for joining. I'm probably going to go for another 10, 15 minutes. Scott says, ages ago I found something about Dewey being alive. I can't remember where I saw it. They said they might bring him back as a ghost or he's in witness protection. I've heard lots of different things about how they can bring Dewey back. Some people, there are a few people who think that he could still be alive. I don't think he is. I personally would love to see him in a flashback. I think that's the perfect way for us to see him again. You know, it'll be an emotional scene. Maybe Gail will be like reminiscing. I don't know. Also, I do think Gail's gonna die in Scream 7. So maybe as she's dying, she's like having this flashback of Dewey. I don't know. That could be really good. I know there's a lot of people also who kind of want them to like forget about 5 and 6, and that way Dewey could still be alive. I'm not really a fan of that, but I would love to see him in a flashback. Would you be willing to host a watch party for the original version of The Stepfather? Definitely. We definitely could do that eventually. I do think there's a lot more other movies that I really would want to watch first, but yeah, eventually we could definitely do The Stepfather. Hey, Denisha. Thanks for joining. Thanks for moderating. Is there a possibility you could do another cooking video? Yeah, definitely. Anyone here who doesn't know, I did do a live stream while I was cooking dinner, just to change it up a little bit, do something fun. I also did one while I was baking a cake. Yeah, we definitely could do that again. Jamie says, our Spirit Halloween just opened. I'm planning on making a video of my trip and haul. I'm going to get a bunch of blind bags, open them on camera, and probably give away any doubles. That is fun. That's a good idea. Yeah, I can't wait to go back to Spirit Halloween. Like I said, the one I went to was pretty small. Yesterday, I went to do some more Halloween shopping at a bunch of different stores like Home Goods, TJ Maxx. I went to Halloween City, which is a part of Party City, and I was just very disappointed with every store I went to yesterday. They really didn't have a lot, which is very weird because this time last year, I went at the end of August and there was a lot of stuff. I don't know what's going on. Also, when I went Halloween shopping a couple weeks ago, I went to a different Home Goods and they had so much stuff. So that's why I was looking forward to going back, but at a different location. And this location had like nothing. I was pissed because the location I went to last week is kind of far from me. So I didn't want to take the trip there again, but I don't know. I might have to. Stu Macher versus Richie in a fight. Who wins? Gotta be Stu. Bye, Zork. Thanks for being here. If Gail didn't call Dewey, Dewey would be alive. Yeah, it sucks that like Gail's call is what distracted him. And honestly, the first time I watched it, I didn't even realize that that's what happened. It wasn't until like my second rewatch that I was like, "Oh shit, like it was her phone call that made him look down." Sucks. I think Charlie has an alter ego because he had a totally different attitude when Ghostface. I mean, I feel like a lot of them, their personalities change a lot after the reveal, which I'm not typically a fan of. Charlie, I like Charlie's performance before and after the reveal. I don't think it was too over the top. Certain characters, it is really over the top, like Amber, I feel like is very different after the reveal, although she has grown on me a little bit. Ethan from Scream 6, like, he is, after the reveal, he is just so over the top. Don't like him at all. But I do like Charlie's. I like how Charlie acts after the reveal. The OG Stepfather is a great movie. Saw that in the theaters when it came out. I think you'll like it. I do. I have seen it, and I do really like it. I watched it because the remake from like 2009 or something, 2007 maybe. I saw that one in theaters when it came out. Penn Badgley is in that one. So I did watch the original, like, I think last Halloween season, and I liked it. It was good. Hey, Ray. Thanks for joining. I see you're watching on Twitch. Thank you. In case you guys don't know, I did start a Twitch account where I have been live streaming on. It's the same stream that we're doing now. I'm live streaming simultaneously on my main YouTube channel, my second YouTube channel, and Twitch all at the same time. So also, if you guys didn't know, I do have a second YouTube channel. Please check it out. Please subscribe. The link should be in the description of this live stream. Is there a possibility we can do a watch party with American Werewolf in London or Ginger Snaps? Absolutely. Yes. Definitely Ginger Snaps. It's been like a year since I watched that one, so yes, I would absolutely love to do a watch party for that one. American Werewolf in London, we can do eventually. I did just watch it recently, so I don't know if I would want to sit through it again so soon. But yeah, definitely. I do think I'm going to start wrapping up the stream. Just a quick one today. Hey, Ace. Thanks for joining. But as I was saying, I am going to end the stream. Yes, we definitely could do this. Watch party for Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, absolutely, Jamie. Thanks, Raggedy Man. Yeah, sorry, Ace. I am going to be streaming. I should be streaming every day this week, so you can expect a live stream tomorrow also. Make sure you turn on all notifications so that you don't miss it, because I don't really plan these things ahead of time. I kind of just hop on here when I get a free moment in my day. I actually did a video on this, so definitely go check it out. I think it's called Scream Characters Who Should Have Been Ghostface. So definitely go check it out if you're curious on who I think should have been Ghostface. Thanks, Ray. All right, thank you so much for hanging out with me, you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday. I have seen this movie, by the way. Great movie. But yeah, thank you so much, and I will see you guys tomorrow.